Bears latest. Welcome into Fan Art Sports. I'm Dan Levy, and we got a monster show going on for you today. The Packers suck, but as you can look to the screen on that side, you'll see we got a pretty big show lined up for you. Payton Manning is talking about Caleb Williams. We got a player in Chicago, a rookie that's already drawing comparisons to Kyle Long. Colston Lovelin we're gonna get to see that guy in a few days at Hallis Hall. And Luther Burden III. He may actually have been the steal of the draft. But we start first and foremost with Payton Manning. Just recently, Payton was being interviewed, and one of the things he was asked about was, what are his thoughts of an upcoming second season of the Caleb Williams era? And one of the greatest to ever do it is giving praises to him. And he said, and I quote, "What I'm excited about is Caleb is going to be with Ben Johnson, and he is the new head coach. He's also the offensive coordinator. It's a great chance to have continuity and growth. And Payton Manning, we all know that he knows the value of stability, and he believes that Johnson's dual role gives Williams the consistency that young QBs are going to need to have." And again, listen, we said this before and we said it again. There's a lot of people in the comment section. As Chicago fans, we don't know what to expect out of quarterbacks. We're not used to having good ones. We're used to having big expectations and then being brought down to our very knees and crying about it. Last season, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm going to take my glasses off. Can we please forget the last season even happened? 2024 was a nightmare. We got excited because of Caleb Williams. He was awesome. We got Roman Dune say that we were hoping for good things. We thought that with Eberflus there, the defense was going to be good. And we thought, a couple sports talk pundits were saying Super Bowl. Remember this. Even as a sports show talk host like myself, or somebody who talks sports for a living, and people like us that watch sports, we're no different than you. I didn't play the game. I covered the Bears for 10 years in Chicago. I've been around the team. I know what it's like in that locker room. I know what it's like in this city for a team to be winning and losing, but we don't know exactly what's going on. We try our best. We try to break down film as much as we can, but in the end of the day, your eye sees as much as my eyes do, and we go from there. The person that actually makes sense to me is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever do it. We're talking about Payton Manning. He's looking at this scene, and he's saying to himself, hey, we got a chance here. There's excitement going on here. Caleb Williams did not have a great 2024 season, but started all 17 games, threw for over 3,500 yards, the first Bear to ever do it. We've still yet to get to 4,000, but over 3,500, he got that. He did that in his rookie season. Racked up 20 touchdowns and only 6 interceptions. I want to say Jay Cutler threw 6 interceptions in his first game as a Bear against the Packers. Caleb only did it once, or did it 6 times during the entire season. On top of that, the only issue I had with Caleb really was the sacks. I don't know whether or not it was his fault or not. The comments, you guys can light it up all day long. Feel free to have it with me. I'll have that conversation with you. Hit the notification, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's grow this channel out. I don't know if those sacks were all his fault. A good chunk of them were, but also a good chunk of it was the fact that the Bears had a sucky offensive line. And it's been that way as a Bears tradition. Look, in years past, the only thing the Bears were ever known for was that the quarterbacks and wide receivers come here to die. They can usually grab a pretty good running back, maybe a decent special teams guy. Hello, Devin Hester, greatest to ever do it. And we have a defense that could do some things. That was about it. Quarterbacks came to die. They could not develop a quarterback for the life of them. It's changed. The culture has to change. All new coaches, the head coach everybody wanted, and the offensive coordinator. The defense, yeah, there's going to be some holes there. And we'll talk about that as well as the season kind of progresses and we kind of see what really is going on here. But as we start to march our way into Hallis Hall, just a few days away, be excited for what's going on here. I know this is what we do as Bears fans. We get really excited for what it is that's going to be this training camp and going into the season and a giant pep rally. This is going to be one of those years that we talk about, just like 85 and just like 2006 when Brian Urlacher and Lance Briggs and Charles Tillman and Thomas Jones and Cedric Benson and Devin Hester were all lining up. Alex Brown, Spice Adams, all those guys. This is going to be one of those seasons that we talk about. This is the year that things change. When they do a documentary about the Bears, it's going to be this one. Negative or positive, they blow it. But if it's positive, they're going to be talking about this season, this offseason, and this new look. Caleb does have generational talent. The talent is there. Whether or not he will get to that, whether or not he will exceed those expectations, or whether or not he will meet those generational talents that everybody talks about, we will have to see for ourselves. But what he was able to do with such limited resources that he was is amazing. Yes, he had DJ Moore. Yes, he had Keenan Allen. And yes, he had a young Roma Dunze. But no offensive line. He was out there all by himself. And according to him, nobody to really break down film to him in the NFL. Yes, number one quarterback, Heisman winner. He should be able to break down his own film. But I'd like to know that there's coaches out there that get paid a lot of money and want to help the number one quarterback get drafted also be better than the second one, Jaden Daniels, and that did not happen. Offensive coordinator fired, head coach fired, and then we just had everybody had a nice front seat to watch Jaden Daniels march his way into the NFC North finals, only to lose. But when you take all that into consideration, everything that he went through, now he's got the coach. He's got Ben Johnson. He has an upgraded offensive line. And guess what? With that offensive line, he also has some deeper just powers that are going to be with him. The players he's going to be able to throw it to. It's not just going to be DJ Moore. Roma Dunze is also on that clock, by the way. He's also expected to go up a notch. So you got him. We got not one, but two tight ends that are expected to be pretty darn good. And we'll get to Colston in a little bit. That is pretty amazing. And let's not forget one thing that Peyton Manning knows most about are the no-huddle offenses that he was the king of. And whenever somebody speaks about no-huddle, everybody will always say Peyton Manning. But it looks like, from what it sounds like, looks like the Bears are going to be going a pretty decent direction into that as well. So if Caleb starts doing no-huddle offenses and Peyton likes what he sees, I'm excited. Let's get excited. Let's try to forget 2024 happened, and let's enjoy what we're about to see here, because I really think that year two of Caleb Williams, year one of Ben Johnson is going to be something special, and I, for one, am here for it. By the way, the Packers suck. All right, on to the next one. Somebody else that we could be excited about, and that would be a left rookie tackle, Ozzie Trapillo. Yep, with Braxton Jones still rehabbing from ankle surgery, Trapillo has a real shot to win the starting job, and so far, he's making the most of it. And the one important part of making the most of it, this is the one that excites me the most. He's already gaining comparisons to Kyle Long. Now, that is humongous. And for fewer fans that don't really know about Kyle Long, which is not impressive at all, if you don't know who Kyle Long is, you got to look him up. Look at the size of that guy. 3-time Pro Bowler, a second-team All-Pro in 2014. This dude was a monster. He brought a physical edge and a nasty streak to the Bears that fans, we absolutely loved Kyle Long. He was a giant. He played 7 seasons of left guard and left behind a legacy of toughness and leadership. And oh yeah, by the way, his dad was Howie Long, Hall of Famer, guy you see on Fox every time there's a Bears game on Sunday. And if you ever saw Kyle in person, my Lord, was that huge. But he was also a fan favorite because he had personality. And it sounds like Trapillo is getting a lot of that himself. It sounds like he's going to be the next in line for this one. The only thing that I would say with Trapillo is that if you're going to be compared to Kyle Long, there are 3 things that you need to get right. Number 1, you got to be a wall of a left guard. You got to be somebody that is going to protect number 18, Caleb Williams. If you do, free dinners for the rest of your career here in Chicago. If you can make it where Caleb succeeds and the Bears do well, God bless you. Go get that starting job. Number 2, have personality. I can't stress this enough. If all those players out there want to make some extra money in this league, have personality. Kyle was not just a guy that people could talk to, but look at Cole Kmet. That guy's making a whole nother career just on his personality alone. If he ever leaves Chicago, if he does get traded, I have a feeling we're going to miss him more from a press side than a player side. If Colston Lovelin can be better than Cole Kmet and they end up trading him away, we're all going to cry because that was a guy to talk to. But Trapillo, you can own that as well. And the third thing that we hope that you match of what Kyle Long was not able to do, stay healthy. Kyle got injured a lot. Kyle was a monster. He was a beast. But when he got hurt, that offensive line went south. And there were a lot of quarterbacks that lost careers and lost a lot of good times in the NFL because there was nobody to protect them on that left side. And if Trapillo, Ozzie, you're going to be that guy, we're hoping for that one. We're hoping that you can be the next guy in line for that one. Speaking of injury possibilities and people that should be coming back for it, we just mentioned it before. Colston Lovelin, yeah, we never saw that guy during the OTAs. We never heard about him. He was the number one pick for the Bears going into the draft this season. And we never saw him because he was recovering from a shoulder injury. But apparently that's about to change. His training camp just a few days away. Lovelin is supposed to be back on the field, even rehabbing that shoulder. Lovelin told MLive.com that while he's been limited to the rehab process, it's gone well. There have really been live bullets flying. There haven't been any live bullets flying yet. So we really know in camp, once he gets out there doing a lot more stuff, and we will see exactly where he is. And that's pretty good news for Bears fans. Again, we all thought that with him having that injured shoulder, who knows what we'd be able to see. We don't know what he's going to be about. But at Michigan, Lovelin was one of the top tight ends in the country. Just 10 games, racked up 56 catches for 582 yards, 5 touchdowns, breaking the Wolverines' single-season record reception by a tight end. And his performance earned him a spot as a finalist for the John Mackey Award. Now, as he enters this season, we've said it before, it's going to be nice if he can play well and be as good as the current number one tight end, Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet right now, the year before last season, again, let's forget 2024, but 2023, Cole Kmet was a valuable piece for Justin Fields to throw to. Cole Kmet, anybody who played fantasy football, was a great sneak pick out, a great sleeper pick for anybody out there. Last season, we didn't really see that much from him. But Ben Johnson, again, likes to feature 2 tight ends. And if Colston Lovelin can be a little bit as Cole Kmet or be just as good, then those rumors are going to continue to fly for Cole. But again, if we can feature 2 good tight ends and we can make sure that this team is fluctuating just like that, my God, I mean, 2 tight ends who could start is a luxury that the Bears, I don't think, has ever seen in years. So let's hope that is the way it rolls, and I can't wait to see what Colston looks like in pads in just a couple of days as we march our way into Hallis Hall. Another player that I'm looking forward to seeing myself would be Mr. Luther Burden III. That's right. Luther, my man. We are looking to see exactly what you are because a lot of people are saying that he may have been a draft steal. Yes, this season we are going to be featuring 2 good wide receivers in DJ Moore, and for what everybody is saying, Rome Odunze is going to take that leap. He is going to be a player that is also getting at least 1,000 yards. A 1-2 wide receiver punch that is only going to help Caleb Williams. In 2023, Burden was dominating in the SEC, finishing 2nd in receptions, 3rd in yards, 3rd in touchdowns. But in 2024, his stats took a noticeable hit. Only 61 catches, 676 yards, and 6 scores. And that drop-off led to questions about his effort and consistency. But as it turns out, there is more to that story. According to his college position coach, Jacob Peeler, defenses were keying on him all year long. And on top of that, Mizzou quarterback Brady Cook played the second half of the offseason with a wrist injury that clearly impacted his throwing. So with double coverage and an injured quarterback, Burden did not see the kind of numbers that he should have. Now, here's the good thing. Had he gone out the year before and went straight to the NFL, he probably would have gone a lot further than we snagged him. But right now, we got him. We got him in a better spot, and I think he's about to be a silent and could be a steal of the draft. He'll be in the middle of a quiet but important battle, fighting for the number 3 Bear wide receiver spot. A soft tissue injury has kept him off the field for the OTAs and minicamp, meaning he's got some catching up to do once the training camp begins, but time's only going to tell if he's going to be a draft day gem. And the best part is, again, about him is that right now, he has time to just get better. The Bears have 2 wide receivers that are going to be featured. Rome Odunze, DJ Moore. We got Cole Kmet. We got Colston Lovelin. Hopefully, we'll also show flashes of greatness. But if Luther Burden can be just as good as he was advertised in 2023 and then even last season, if we got a quarterback that's healthy and Luther Burden is not being double covered like they will be double covering DJ Moore and Roma Dunze, we may have the biggest steal of the draft. And once again, I am so excited for this year's Bears. And let's keep this going, right? In years past, we've all known that we get excited for this time of year, and then it drops off, and then we get all mad. And now, yeah, that was it. Wait till next season. We need a better head coach. We need a better offensive line. We got the better head coach. We got the offensive line. Do we need to plug some holes? Yes. Do we have some questions about that running back room? Oh, yes. Is DeAndre Swift the number one guy? Is that locked and loaded? No. Rashawn Johnson could easily take that. Kyle Monungai, if you show any flashes of greatness, you could take it too. That is not a locked up spot. And the defense, we're not really sure what that is. But Dennis Allen knows what he's doing too. He was controlling things in New Orleans. He was making that 2016 team sing. That is a defensive mind, and he's also been a head coach who's going to be an asset to Ben Johnson. So let's take a page out of Peyton Manning's book and just say, let's get excited. This is the time to be excited. This is what the documentary is going to be about. And this, my friends, is what the 2025 Bears season is going to be. And we're here for it. I'm not going anywhere. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and the notification bell. Comment with me. I will chat with you guys all day long. Let me know what you're most excited about with the Bears. And let me know if you think that what Peyton Manning has to say is what you're whistling to. Once again, I'm Dan Levy. This is Bears Latest for Fan Art Sports. And when in doubt, at your deepest, darkest moments of a Bears fan, remember this. The Green Bay Packers suck. They do. See you guys next time.